Hello and welcome back here to Mandy Greenmont Field here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, as we get ready for the Scenic City Collegiate League matchup between the Smokies and the Nooga Choos. Hello everyone, my name is Mason Sean. I'll be your broadcaster once more between these two sides as we enter into it. If I'm correct here, should be day 10 here in this Scenic City League or Scenic City Collegiate League season, as the Smokies and Choos, the top team in the league and the third ranked team, as we are on day 5 or day 10, if I could use words, that'd be really cool. As we'll have Cassie Ross lead us off here against Pearl Davis here to start us off on day 10. This 9 o'clock start time here on the east side. The first pitch to Ross will be fouled off for strike one, and we're underway here on day 10, game 1 here of this Scenic City League season, as Ross will face off against Pearl Davis for the first time today. She will play at shortstop, followed up by Macy Andrews, who will be in left field today. As the next pitch to her bounces in the dirt to the plate, so 1-1. It'll then be Clark hitting in the 3 spot, today's DP, to start us off. Before Fowler will follow her up, she'll be in center field, wearing number 2 in the 4 spot. Demers will hit will hit 5th, playing third base. Hancock will follow her up. She'll be behind the plate, wearing number 4 in the 6th spot. As the next pitch hit by Ross, the left-hand side. Warren diving, not able to make the play. This will be extra bases for Ross. She'll make her way all the way into second. She'll turn and try and make a way for third. The ball's still at the wall. The throw-in will not be in time. A leadoff triple for Ross, and a runner in scoring position in a flash for this Choo squad. So Ross able to fire one down the left field line. Warren came diving in to try and make the grab and just couldn't be there in time. Ross able to round all the way to third, and a triple leads us off here on the top of the first inning, and now it brings up Andrews for the first time today. First pitch to her stays high in the zone for ball 1, as Hancock again will hit in the 6th spot. Anna Frazier will jump in with this Choo squad and will hit 7th. Martins will hit 8th, playing at first today. Robbie Van on the mound will hit 9th. She will be on the mound as the next pitch called a strike, 1-1. Andy Leach will play in right field, will not hit today. And she will be the 10th player on the lineup, as Clark will essentially hit for her. The 1-1. The inner half called a strike, 1-2. So for Andrews, the utility outfielder who has shown an excellent glove in the field, now has a runner in scoring position in Ross after a leadoff triple. Sees the next one outside for 2-2, as Davis now just trying to settle in for the Smoky squad, a team that has won 6 straight since their first initial 3 losses. Davis has been a major part of that as well. The next pitch stays inside for ball 3. Full count now for Davis, as Madison Lund just making sure pitcher's all set here. Davis, 29 innings pitched, a 2.41 ERA, just sits at 3rd in the Scenic City League in terms of ERA. 16 strikeouts, a 131 whip. Has done an excellent job at limiting damage. The next pitch swung on, hits shallowly towards second base. Munson will knock it down, looks to third, makes the throw to first in time, 1 away. Andrews will ground out the second, and now brings up Clark, the Division II commit to Gannon University next year. A good game last time she came up, as she'll lace this one to the shortstop side, knocked down. The throw will come to the plate. The throw is going to be not in time. Lund had to pick it and make the tag, could not apply it in time, and the Choos take an early 1-0 lead. So Clark reaches on the fielder's choice. Ross able to beat the throw home, and now a 1-0 lead in favor of the Nooga Choos, as it'll bring up Fowler for the first time today. So another RBI for Ariana Clark, as she now gets up to 6 on the season. First pitch to Fowler in the inner half, a delayed called strike for 0-1. So Clark now at first, 1 away, a 1-0 lead in favor of the Choos. Fowler enters in with a .250 average and 6 RBIs. She'll see the next pitch out and away for 1-1. Fowler again playing in center field today. Utility player as well, has kind of played mostly in the outfield, a little bit of the middle infield positions as well. A double her lone extra base hit, as she'll hit this one deep to the right-hand side, but out of play for a foul ball. 1-2. Ross hits the leadoff triple. Ground out, and then the fielder's choice allows her to come around and score. Puts Clark at first base on that said fielder's choice. The 1-2 is fouled off once more. Still, they will sit the count. Riley Demers will hit next, barring the double play. That's Fowler trying to see if she can keep this inning rolling. Good speed at the plate as well if she's able to tap one here. Next pitch, hits it towards the second base side. It'll get through and all the way towards center field. Allen will knock it down. Clark's going to try for third. She'll make it in on the throw. She'll get in standing with the bases now at the runners at the corners with only one away. So a base knock for Fowler, able to put Clark at third. She's able to make the turn and get there in time, even with the good throw from Shelby Allen. And now only still one out for Riley Demers. And Fowler at first base can put on the wheels if need be, even with one away. She's not afraid to try and steal bases. Clark at third puts you in an opportunity here, already ahead 1-0. First pitch to Demers sits high for ball one, 1-0. Len will now have a chat with her starter here, brings the infield in. The Choo-Choos have found ways to find early offense. The last time they played against the Rain, they put up 8 runs between those first 2 innings alone. Had to pull Balcom in that Tuesday matchup after only going an inning in third after the Choo-Choos just found all sorts of offense. Now looking to see if they can do something similar here. Runners still at the corners with one away. Demers will come up to the plate for the first time today in the 5-hole. Hancock would hit next if given the chance. As Demers a .250 average for her. 4 RBIs, 4 hits, a .429 on base, so this one's fouled off for 1-1. Demers going to, a .357 on base percentage, a .250 average, equals out to a .774 OPS. Next pitch stays in the dirt for ball 2. As Fowler continues to stay at first. Not going to try and test the arm just yet. Demers a double. A 2-run homer for her this year in terms of extra bases. 2-1. Stays down and away. Did she go? She did not. 3-1 now the count as Fowler continues to stay. That would actually be called for 2-2, so missed a strike in there somewhere. But now 2-2 the count. Hancock will hit next if given the chance. 2-2. Swung on and sky to the first base side. Fowler's got to retract back to first base. McCool trying to make the grab and foul ground. Did she hold on? She did not. Had to go up into the netting to try and grab that one and just couldn't get it in time. So still 2-2 the count now for Riley Demers. As Pearl Davis trying to settle in here. With runners to the corners and one away. Trying to minimize the damage after already giving up a run. 2-2. Swung on and fouled off once more. Demers, who has primarily been playing a lot of third base, has gotten in at first a little bit as well. Swings that bat with a lot of ferocity and for fair reason. When she makes contact, it flies. Looking to see if she could do that exactly here as Clark sits at first after the fielder's choice. A single for Fowler. She sits at first base now. Good speed over there at first as well. Next pitch down in the dirt for ball 3 as it bounces in. Full count now to Demers. Hancock anxiously waiting in the on-deck circle if given a chance here to possibly come up with the bases loaded. If Demers is able to draw the walk. 3-2 from Davis. Stays high in the zone. Ball 4. We have the bases loaded with one away. Now it brings up the catcher, Hancock, with a walk. A single and a fielder's choice have loaded the bases. A run has already come around to score, and only one away. So the catcher dash outfielder. And Taylor Hancock comes up, a .250 average for her. Excuse me, a foul ball now on the first pitch to her. Up and over our heads here in the booth, 0-1. Hancock actually a .214 average. I apologize, I was looking at different numbers here. 3 RBIs for her on the year. He's not drawn a walk just yet at 250 slugging. Does have an extra base hit, a double. Big swing and miss, then outside fastball, 0-2. Hancock trying to see if she can extend this inning. Anna Frazier would hit next if given the chance. Stepping in for this Choo-Choo squad. The 0-2 swung on and missed, strike three. Davis able to get the punch out. Now 2 away here in the top of the first. It brings up Frazier for the first time today, with the bases still loaded and 2 away. First pitch from Davis. Swung on, hit hard to the left-hand side. Warren's going to get underneath it and get out of the bases loaded jam. That'll be out number 3. We go to the bottom of the first inning. 3 runners left on. 2 hits, a walk, no errors made. We go to the top of or bottom of the first inning with the Choo-Choos leading 1-0. They do leave the bases loaded, but are able to at least bring around a run. We'll be right back after this quick break here from Andy Green Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the first inning, 1-0 your score. The Choo-Choos lead after able to bring around a run was Ariana Clark after the triple. Cassidy Ross. Let's go ahead and take a real quick look here at this Smokies lineup. Robbie Van will get the lead off here on the mound today for the Choo-Choos, one of the leading pitchers for this Choo-Choo squad. Although the numbers haven't always been in her favor. 18 innings pitched, a .573 ERA, only 5 strikeouts. She does have a .47 whip, a very strong number for her. The runs have come off of hard hits at times, but she's done an excellent job at inducing soft contact. But now we'll go ahead and look at the Smokies lineup. It'll be Peters, the third baseman, leading us off here today for the U of Illinois product at the plate. Horner will follow her up. She'll be in right field today in the second spot. It's the first pitch to her on the inner half, called a strike, or 0-1. Burke will be at shortstop today, hitting third for the UAB product. Munson will hit fourth at second base today. Tatum McCool will hit fifth at first. Addison Lund will then, behind the plate, will hit sixth as the next pitch is stuck inside for ball 1. Pearl Davis will hit seventh on the mound here today once more. Warren in left will hit eighth, the leading hitter in this Scenic City Collegiate League. And then Shelby Allen will hit in the 9th spot. She'll be in center field today as the next pitch is fouled up and out of play for 1-2. So if you're Peters at the plate, today's third baseman plays a lot of behind the plate as well, primarily her position, but starting us off here today at third base. 250 average for her. 1-2 stays high and away. 2-2 now the count. And now with a 1-run lead in her advantage. For Peters now in her 7th game played. 2 RBIs, 5 hits, a .286 on base for her. 2 doubles to her name. She'll hit this one to the shortstop side. Goes through the shortstop and through. It'll be a base knock as Ross, trying to move from left to right, got kind of just tangled through her legs. Was just trying to move from right to left, and it just kind of went through her wickets, went down to try and scoop it and couldn't pick it up, so currently being told it'll be labeled as an error, so runner on first with nobody out to start. First pitch to Horner is called a strike, 0-1. So runner on first with nobody out for Horner, who has, to put it lightly, swung the bat very well for this Smoky squad. Granted, who hasn't on this team as that one stays low for 1-1. Warner originally coming from Shawnee State University. 3 home runs, a 13-12 OPS 478 on base with a 333 average. As she'll now rocket this one out towards center field. Getting underneath it will be the center fielder Fowler, and she'll make out number 1. Robbie Van almost goes tumbling over in the circle, but one away here now in this bottom of the first inning. 1-0 still your score. The Choos taking early advantage after the leadoff triple by Cassidy Ross, who now sits at shortstop. And then Ariana Clark able to bring her around on the fielder's choice when the throw couldn't beat Ross at the plate. Now it brings up Burke, the shortstop from the University of Alabama, Birmingham, with 1 out and a runner on. First pitch to her on the outside, a late strike called, 0-1. Burke stepping up for the first time here today, a 308 average for her. Laces this changeup down the line, foul, 0-2. 308 average for her. Her 8th game played now with the Smokies. Was on some visits recently. 3 RBIs for her on the year. A 333 on base. 756 OPS for her. A home run to her name. Her lone extra baser. She'll foul this one off for 0-2 still. Again, out of the University of Alabama. Birmingham, of course, has been good to see what she could do back with this Smokies squad. 0-2. Swung on a hit over to the right-hand side. Leach is going to have it drop right in front of her. It'll be a base knock. Frazier will come out to clean it up. Throws the ball into second base, but it'll be a base hit for Burke. And now runners at first and second with 1 away. Brings up the ever-dangerous Cam Munson. Munson out of Lawrenceville, Georgia, the NC State product. A monster home run already this year. First pitch to her, high fastball. She swings through it for 0-1. Munson a 308 average, 5 RBIs for her, 357 on base, just short of a 900 OPS. 2 home runs, including one where we almost saw her hit the community center and left, and she's going to see if she can sky this one once more. It'll go too high, though, out towards deep sort of center field. Out number 2 will be recorded as Ross comes in from left and is able to make the grab. 2 away. Now it brings up Tatum McCool with 2 outs and runners on second and first. Peters at second, Burke at first. An error and a single has put them on. Tatum McCool. See the first pitch outside for ball 1. So for McCool from the Florida area, was at Jacksonville University last year, the rising redshirt sophomore from St. Augustine, Florida. Sees the next one down in the dirt for 2-0. One of the smooth swings of this Scenic City Collegiate League. Couple of home runs for her this year already as well. Next pitch stays outside, 3-0. As Van just kind of staying away from the inside part of the plate. Cool, 333 average, 10 RBIs, one of the leaders in this league. A 438 on base, double and 3 home runs for her this season. Next pitch on the outside, called a strike, 3-1. 1141 OPS. To say she has swung the bat well is putting it lightly after a bit of a slow start. 3-1, laces it out towards right center field. That ball's going to get down. It'll look to be extra bases. 1 run will come around to score. Throw comes into second, just high. It'll airmail it to third base as Demers picks it up. An RBI double for Tatum McCool makes it a 1-1 game. 2-out lightning for McCool. She's able to put up another RBI, 11 on the year for her now, as she puts runners in scoring position. And the inning continues now for one of the more dangerous hitters this season, and Addison Lund. Had it not been for Abby Bunt, she'd be one of the league leaders right now in all the offensive categories. First pitch to her stays out and away for ball 1. But for Lund, it's tied 6th in batting average, a 444 for her. And her 8th game played. Next pitch stays high, ball 2. Throw down to third, not in time. Burke able to shuffle back in. One with 10 RBIs entering in the day, a 583 on base. A little over 1,500 OPS. 3 homers and a double for her. All those home runs have come with multiple runs attached, except for one solo shot. The next one stays high for 3-0 now. Robbie Van, who got the first 2 outs and leave 2 on. Now trying to settle in here. Next pitch called a strike. 3-1. Just trying to see if she can keep the damage limited. Now tied at 1 apiece, and runners in scoring position to one of the more dangerous hitters here in this Smoky lineup. 3-1. Swung on and hit deep out towards right center field. This ball is going to carry it. It will go. Another home run for Addison Lund. And a 4-1 lead for the Smokies. Looked like it was just going to be a line drive to right center at first, and she puts it over the wall as it carries on out. Another home run for Lund now ties her with Abby Bunton in homers. 4 on the year for her. And now a 4-1 lead in favor of the Smokies. 13 RBIs puts her now in lone second place behind Bunt. And now it brings up the pitcher, Pearl Davis, with 2 away and no one on. And a 3-1 lead, or a 3-1 lead now in her advantage, or 4-1 lead, I should say. 3-run advantage for her. First pitch called a strike, 0-1. Warren would hit next if given a chance. The leading hitter in this Scenic City League. Next pitch swung on and missed on the off-speed, 0-2. Davis, who, when has made contact, has hit it hard, has not been able to, unfortunately, get many hits for herself, but very underrated at the plate this year, even with the 160 average. Next pitch stays in the dirt, 1-2. 160 average, 1 RBI for her. A solo home run is that RBI. 4 hits. That home run coming off of her teammate from Chattanooga State, Olivia Laney, who has been the best pitcher here in the Scenic City Leagues. This one's fouled off to the right-hand side and out of play, 1-2. Laney trying to see if she can get this bat rolling still and see if she can bring up her leading hitter, Brianna Warren, as well as Shelby Allen, who's been one of the leading hit getters as well as batting average leaders in the league this season. If you can bring around the bottom half of the order, you're looking good. Next pitch swung on and missed, strike 3, and that will end the inning. We go to the top of the second. Smokies able to find some runs here in the bottom half of the inning. A 3-run shot by Lund, as well as the RBI coming around from Peters on the double from McCole, has made this a 4-1 lead. We'll be right back after this quick break here from Mandy Green Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. Smokies now lead 4-1 over the Choos. Choos come back up to hit. Top of the second inning, 4-1 your score. The Choos now down by 3 as they entered into the bottom of the first inning up by 1. They now find themselves down here in this top half of the second frame. It'll be Frankie Martins from Oklahoma Hooker area who will step up to the plate. As today's first baseman hitting in the 8th spot. Got the save the last time we saw her on the mound as they now try and fix some things down the left field line. That's Tommy down there on the left field side who is trying to fix the foul line down there, making sure it's all good, and appears to be all set now. As Martin steps up for the first time today against Pearl Davis. First pitch for her on the outside, called a strike. Good framework from one. As it will be the 8-9, and then going back to the top of the order here for the Choos. Martins shows bunt, hits it foul to the left-hand side, 0-2. Was trying to see if she could just shoot that past Peters at third. 0-2 now the count for Martins, and RBI and a base knock for her, a .250 on base percentage. The lone hit becoming a single. Next pitch stays way outside, 1-2. One trying to see if she could frame that, not able to do so though. That one was almost in the other batter's box. Martins steps in once more. 1-2. Stays down in the dirt, 2-2 now for the Dodge City Community College product. Played a lot of first base for this Choos squad, primarily was a pitcher. 2-2. Stays outside once more. Full count now to Martins. Davis trying to see if she can find something on that outer half of the plate. Robbie Van will hit next, the pitcher for the Choos. Next pitch. Stays just outside. Called strike 3. One down. As Martins goes down, she thought she had ball 4, was almost halfway down first base before the call was made. One away here now in this top of the second inning. So Robbie Vance steps up. The first time today, and we'll see a strike on the outer half for 0-1. Van hitting in the 9-hole today. Gonna see what she can do at the plate. We'll lace this one to the right-hand side, and diving past the third, or the right fielder to go all the way towards the side. Robbie Van will make her way into second base. She'll get in standing. It'll be a double for Robbie Van. And now a runner in scoring position with one away. As the right fielder trying to dive to make that catch was Horner and just couldn't get there in time. So a double for Robbie Van, her first extra base hit of the year. Brings up Ross, who already tripled today. First pitch fouls it off to the right-hand side, 0-1. Ross, a leadoff triple after Warren tried to dive to make the knockdown. Could not get there in time in that first inning. Utility player with a 161 average entering in on the day. Sees the next pitch outside, called a strike, 0-2. Ross with 5 RBIs, a .212 on base percentage. Shown capability to play wherever you ask her to. Next one outside, called a ball, 1-2. Runner in scoring position in Robbie Van. After Martins goes down on strikes. 1-2. Swung on, hit hard to the first base side. McCole will make the grab, 2 away. He's had to make a couple strides to her right and is able to snag that one down. Ross will run now for Robbie Van, as they'll just have her go ahead and step out now for the pitcher. Now it brings up Andrews with 2 down and a runner in scoring position. Grounded out to second her last time up on the chopper. Past Davis on the mound and allowed Munson to come up and clean it up. First pitch to her. Swung on and missed, 0-1. Andrews, today's left fielder. Again, been able to show a really good glove at the plate or at the field. Does have a 3-run homer to a name this season. Next one stays outside for 1-1. Clark will hit next if given the chance. She brought in the first run of the ball game in that top half of the first. 1-1. Swung on and fouled off, 1-2. Andrews out of Georgia Highlands College, the rising sophomore for Roane, Georgia. About an hour and a half away from here. We'll foul this one off once more. Still 1-2. Andrews, who the JUCO school again, the Georgia Highlands College. Last year hit 273 with a .558 slugging a little over a 870 OPS. Had 11 extra base hits for her name. That one stays low, 2-2. Again, has shown an excellent job in the field. Has shown some Gold Glove level play. Stole 11 bases last year without getting caught a single time. 2-2 for Andrews. Stays high, ball 3. Worked the count full after going down 1-2. Davis just trying to get out of this inning without any damage attached to her. Ross now at second in favor of Robbie Van after the double. Good speed on second base if you're able to find some green grass. 3-2. Stays high, ball 4, and allow a runner to reach with 2 away. Now runners at first and second with 2 outs. Ariana Clark reached on a fielder's choice her last time up. An RBI for her. Arlington, Virginia native comes to the plate. First pitch. Stays high once more, 1-0. Davis just hitting that upper side of the zone, and I don't think she's trying to, as now Addison Lund will come out and have a chat with her. There's been 3 straight pitches just high and upside that Lund has had to reach up and grab. Trying to make sure her pitcher's okay. Ross stands in for Robbie Van at second. Macy Andrews now at first after the walk. Clark, who reached third base her last time, after reaching on the fielder's choice, could not come around on the bases loaded. After the strikeout of the Hancock and the flyout for Frazier. 1-0. Swung on and missed, 1-1. Clark, similar to Demers in terms of when she swings the bat, it comes with a lot of ferocity. Stays high in the zone on the next pitch, 2-1. Clark as well, a couple of knocks already for her this year. Comes into this game a .333 average, tied 17th. 6 RBIs now for her, a .385 on base. That one stays just low, 3-1. Clark trying to see if she can load the bases here with 2 away and get some lightning rolling. Clark, a .926 OPS entering in. 2 doubles and a 2-run homer for her. Next pitch, hits it hard out to left center field. This ball's going to go all the way to the wall. Extra bases for Clark. 1 run will score. They'll hold the second runner. It'll actually just be a base single. But nonetheless, another RBI scores for Ariana Clark. And now runners at the corners with 2 away, and the 2-out lightning continues to show here in this early matchup. Clark able to lift one all the way to left center field, will stay put. Ross able to come around and score, and now she'll step in for Clark at first. First pitch to Fowler stays away for ball 1. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, now 2-4 your score. Another run comes in for the Choos. Andrews at third, Clark, or now Ross at first coming in for Clark. Fowler, who has a single already to her name today, comes up. 1-0. Swung on and fouled off, 1-1. Fowler, the batting stance for mid-2010 baseball fans would remind them possibly of Denard Span. That very wide stance, keeps the bat on her shoulder, and then just kind of loads up as the pitch comes in. The 1-1, swung on and hit hard, left center field. Warren will try and get underneath it. She will right in front of the wall, and that'll be out number 3. So a run does come around to score. 2 hits, a walk, no errors made. 2 runners get left on. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Choos bring it within 2, but now they have to try and see if they can settle down this Smokies offense, what has been potent this year. We'll find out if they're able to do so here in just a moment here from Mandy Greenmont Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment. bottom of the second inning, 4-2 now your score. The Choos, they would have put up a run at the top of the first or top of the second inning. Now trying to see if they can add on some more here when they come back up. For the Smokies, now just trying to see if they can tack on to their lead. It'll be Brianna Warren who comes up, a 6.52 average. Yes, you heard that right, 6.52. 15 hits leads the league for her. And she'll see the first pitch outside and away for ball one. Warren 15 knocks, a 7.14 on-base percentage, and a 14.53 OPS. 2 doubles for her lone extra basers, but she'll hit this one softly to the second base side, knocked down by Andrews, out number 1. And she will ground out for the first time what feels like an eternity. And now 1 out with Shelby Allen, who has also been one of the leading hitters this year, up to the plate. Enters in tied for 6th with a 4.44 average. 3 RBIs, 12 hits for her. Shows bunt, lays it perfectly down the third base side. Throw will not be in time. A beauty by Shelby Allen. Laid that one right down the third base side. Hancock tried to get up and make the throw down. She had no chance. As Allen from Southern Miss University, or the University of Southern Miss, able to just race that one down, and now she's in a chance to steal some bases. First pitch outside, throw down will be in time. The tag is there. 2 away. Hancock with a strong throw on the outside fastball. The shortstop Ross just able to tag it on the helmet of Allen, and now 2 away here as Shelby Allen gets caught stealing for the first time this year. Next pitch to Peters, called a strike, 1-1. Peters, who reached on an error and came around to score in the bottom of the first inning, comes up for the second time today and laces this one out towards left center field. Trying to get underneath it as the left fielder will not be there in time. It'll be a base knock for Peters. Possibly some more 2-out lightning here, as Peters will single and get on for the second time today. And now it brings up Horner, who flew out to center field her last time up. Some aggressive hitting continues here for the Smokies. First pitch to Horner. Stays inside for 1-0. And it feels like we haven't really talked about any of the pitchers for either side just yet. And that's mostly because of how much offense we've already seen. 6 runs through an inning and a half, and now 2 outs in this bottom half of the second, as the next one stays high and away for 2-0 to Horner. For the batter at the plate, Maria Horner now 6 RBIs, a 478 on base, 3 home runs, all of them her own extra base hits, as the next pitch from Van stays out and away. 3-0 now the count for the right fielder today. Burke will hit next if given the chance, a single already for her. Peters at first. Next pitch on the inner half, called a strike, 3-1. Peters, the third baseman, now at first, reaching on that single. Horner trying to see if she can keep the 2-out lightning rolling. 3-1. Stays inside for ball 4. Runners at second and first with 2 away. So Horner reaches for the first time today. A walk for her. Now puts her on first. As Van just trying to settle in and get through this inning without any damage. Burke comes up a single, came around to score on that 3-run shot from Lunch. She'll fly this one to the right-hand side. Martin's in foul ground, will try and tack it down. She will indeed. That'll be out number 3. 2 runners left on. A walk, a single, no errors. Or excuse me, 2 singles, a walk. 1 caught stealing, no errors. That will end the inning. And we go to the top of the third. Still 4-2 your score. The Smokies lead, but not able to capitalize on any runs here in this second frame. We go to the top of the third inning. Choos will come back up to bat here at Mandy Greenmont Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the third inning, 4-2 still your score. The Smokies lead. Pearl Davis going to have to face off against the 5, 6, and 7 hitters here in this top of the third inning. It'll be Riley Demers who will come up to hit a walk already for her today. She'll try and see if she can jumpstart this Choos offense. First pitch to Demers, called a strike over the heart of the plate, 0-1. So Demers getting a walk already today for her, helped load the bases in that first inning. Could not bring around any runs as this one stays out and away, but she swings 0-2. It'll be again 5 of 6 and 7. A walk, a strikeout, and a flyout for those last 3 hitters in that first inning. 0-2 to Demers. Fouls it off and stays alive. Still 0-2. Has the reach to at least get that swing out there and put one in play if have to. As Madison 1 continues to show outside of the zone for Davis to deliver. The 0-2. Swung on and hit hard out the deep right center field. Allen will get underneath it right in front of the wall. 1 away. Brings up Hancock, who went down swinging her last time up on 3 straight strikes, trying to see if she can get something rolling here. Hancock, the utility player, has been playing behind the plate, the corner outfields, a little bit of second base even as this one's fouled up and out of play, 0-1. She'll have Frazier come up next. Hancock from Athens, Tennessee. The rising redshirt junior. See the next pitch and fouls it off once more. 0-2. Attended McMinn County High School before heading off to college, where she hit over 400 her senior year and had an over 1,000 OPS. Played volleyball while she was in high school as well. I'm correct. I think she was actually a libero, but now see the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Hancock. 2 away. Now Frazier comes up with 2 down here in the top of the third inning. Nobody on. A fly out to left field her last time up. On the first pitch as it goes low for 1-0. Frazier in her first game in I want to say Choos uniform. She is in her Smoky Mountain Rain uniform, but with the Choos squad. See the 1-0 and laces it hard down the left field side. That'll be foul ball for 1-1. Frazier put that one on the hill. 9 games played with the Rain this year, a .429 average for her, 4 RBIs only, but 9 hits, a .520 on base. 2 doubles and a home run for her. So the next one stays outside for 2-1. Quietly been a very reliable bat for the Smoky Mountain Rain. 1187 on OPS for her. Although the RBIs haven't been there, she has hit the ball well and has gotten on a good tick. Next one stays outside for 3-1. Trying to see if she can extend this inning and bring up Frankie Martins, who went down looking on strikes. 3-1 to Frazier. Fouls it off her bucket. Still now 3-2. She'll take a second there as that one bounced right off the brim of her helmet. Thank God for the cage. Now trying to see if she can continue to extend this game, or this inning. I'd say this game, but I think this game will go extended anyway, nonetheless. 3-2. Swung on and hit hard left center field. Warren will get underneath it as she'll allow Allen to make way, and she'll make the out for out number 3. 1-2-3 inning for Pearl Davis. 2 flyouts and a strikeout. No runners left on. No hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Smokies still lead over the Choos 4-2 here at Mandy Green Munn Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment for the bottom of the third. Bottom of the third inning. Smokies and Choos continue to battle it out here at Mandy Greenmon Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee, here in the Scenic City Collegiate League on day 10. First pitch from Robbie Van to Cam Munson, hits it to third. Demers knocks it down on her chest. The throw to first is not in time. So Munson chops one to third. Demers can't knock it down and allows her to reach first on the first pitch of the inning. Will be a base knock for Munson as Demers trying to knock that one down, has it bounce off of her chest and just can't keep it in front enough to make the throw across. Munson with good speed now at first, and she'll be on for the first pitch. Instead, not going to be the case, but the first pitch to McCool is outside for a strike. So Munson again, good speed at first base, was primarily used as a pinch runner last year at NC State. Cole now laces this one foul on the left field side, 0-2. Cole already an RBI double today, came around and scored on the three-run shot from Lund. Gonna see if she can continue to some magic here with double-digit RBI totals on the year for her. 0-2 stays way outside, 1-2. 4, 5, and 6 lead us off. 4 is already on first base. That's Cam Munson. McCool now the 5-hole hitter at the plate. 1-2 from Van. Fouls it off once more. Still 1-2. Again, already an RBI double for McCool here today. Lund will hit next. A 3-run shot again for her. As McCool, again from St. Augustine, Florida, attended Jacksonville University. So the next one outside for 2-2. Munson continues to hold at first base. McCool, who had to burn her red shirt her freshman year due to a leg injury, only got 4 games under her belt, 4 starts, but had 7 RBIs and an 1,000 OPS that freshman year. She sees that one high for 3-2. Only 14 at-bats. She collected an RBI half the time she came up to the plate. Last year she had a 184, but had a 311 on-base percentage in 40 games played. Next one fouls it off, still 3-2. 32 starts to her name last year. Although, hit 2 home runs, only had 8 RBIs. Got on a fairly high tick. 3-2 to McCool. Swung on and hit out of play once more. McCool staying alive at the plate. Robbie Van trying to see if she can collect out number 1 here in this bottom of the third inning. Munson has already reached on the base knock to third base in the infield. Lund would hit next. The ever-dangerous catcher dash third baseman from Shirley University. The Smokies have had a very potent offense, and that is just putting it lightly. 66 runs scored is the most by out of any team right now. Next pitch hit foul to the right-hand side. Still full count. 66 runs scored is the most out of anybody by 12. The next closest are the Bandits with 54. However, their 56 runs against is the second most, just behind the Choos by 1. However, even with that being said, there's a reason they've won 6 straight. 3-2 to McCool. Swung on and missed. Got her with a high fastball. 1 away. Collects her second strikeout of the morning already, and now it brings up Lund with a runner on and 1 away. First pitch stays inside for ball 1, 1-0. Robbie Van out of Georgia Military College on the mound. Again, we haven't really got to talk much about the pitchers today. Just how much offense has already been committed. 1-0 stays in the dirt for 2-0. Georgia Military College on the mound, the rising junior from Baconton, Georgia. Spent a year at Coastal Alabama Community College before heading off to GMC last year. Next pitch stays high, 3-0. Just trying to work around one after the 3-run homer in that bottom of the first inning. 3-0. Just down low, ball 4. Runners now at second and first with 1 away. Munson now at second, great speed, and it brings up Pearl Davis, who went down on strike swinging her last time up. Good to see if she can bring around a run for herself tonight, starting pitcher. Hits it to the third base side. That'll get through the gap and into left field. Munson's going to try and turn. She'll hold up at third on the call from the coach. And a base knock from Davis now puts the bases loaded with one away. Munson at third, Lund at second, Pearl Davis at first. Munson with good speed. And now it brings up Warren, who grounded out her first time up in the bottom of the second inning. To lead it off, the first time we saw her get out in what feels like an eternity. First pitch to her on the outside, called a strike, 0-1. In her last game, a double and 2 singles for her. Went 3 for 3 in that 5-inning matchup on the 24th. Next one stays outside for 1-1. Reached base 8 out of the 9 times that she had come to the plate. Outside throw down to third, not in time. Munson gets back in again. 2-1 now the count to the College Station, Texas native. Everything's bigger than Texas. She's a prime example of that. 2-1. Hits into the third base side, gets through once more on RBI. Bases will stay loaded as Lund makes its way in. Station to station, the runners go. 5-3 or 5-2 now your score. Another base knock for Warren. This time it includes an RBI. The bases still stay loaded with one away. And Shelby Allen, who already has a base knock on that bunt, coming to the plate. First pitch to her, a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Allen, who reached on a bunt single, and the first pitch got gunned down on the throw. A good one from Hancock. Comes up now with the bases loaded, and she'll lace this one out to center field. Caught will be made in center. Lund will try and score. Throw to the plate will not be in time. A sac fly for Allen, and a 6-2 score now for the Smokies. So sacrifice fly for Allen. Picks up her first RBI of the day. First pitch to Peters is fouled off for 0-1. So runner still at second and first. Davis at second. Warren at first. Peters a single and reached on an error first time up. Came around to score in that first inning. 0-1 for Robbie Van. Stays in the dirt, 1-1. Pitch off speed, called a strike, 1-2. So I'm trying to see if she can roll in on this one here. Last time we saw her was back on the 23rd in a loss against the Smokies. Funny enough, as this one's fouled off, still 1-2. The last time we actually saw Robbie Van on the mound, back against the Bandits, that was on the 23rd, where she went 4 innings, gave up no runs. Unfortunately, was not able to get a win or a loss attached to her anyway, as Martins came in and unfortunately resulted in the walk-off home run. One and two the count. Runners at second and first, 2 away to Peters. Next pitch stays high in the zone. She did not offer. 2-2. The sun starts to come out here in northern Chattanooga. A bit cloudy and a bit colder today than usual. The next pitch down in the dirt for full count. Runners will be on the move on the next pitch. 3-2, 2 outs. Runners at second and first. They'll be on the go with a pitch. Next one from Van. Hit to the right-hand side. It'll be slashed out to Leach and right. That ball will get down for a base knock. Davis is going to try and score. The throw-in will not be in time. An RBI single for Peters. And now runners at the corners with still 2 away. Leach tried to run it down. Could not get there in time. Peters with back-to-back singles. Now it brings up Horner for the third time today. 0 for 1 with a walk and a fly out. First pitch is fouled off for 0-1. Burke will hit next, and then it'll be a hit around the order if given the chance here for Cam Munson, but we'll see if they'll be able to do that here. Next pitch to Horner, hit to the shortstop side, knocked down by Ross. It bounces off of her though and gets away. A run will score. Now 8-2 your score line, a 4-run bottom of the third inning. Runners at second and first now with 2 away as Horner reaches. We'll see if that counts as an error. It will be a single actually, excuse me. It's the first pitch to Burke outside for ball 1, so it will be a base knock for Horner. First hit of the day. Now brings up Burke, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a foul fly out to first. Next pitch stays outside for 2-0. Munson will hit next if given the chance, an opportunity to possibly hit around the order here in this third inning. 7-2 now, or excuse me, 8-2 now your score. Hit to the third base side. Demers will knock it down. That'll be out number 3. 2 runners left on, 4 score here in the bottom of the third inning. We'll be right back after this quick break here from Andy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. 8-2 now your score. The Smokies lead over the Choos. We'll be right back after this quick break for the top of the 4th. Top of the 4th inning, Smokies lead over the Choos 8-2 now your score. They find themselves ahead by 6 here from Andy Greenmont Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. In the Scenic City Collegiate League, we see a couple of changes for the Smokies here in the field. Peters will move from third base now to behind the plate. She'll trade positions now with Addison Lund, who sits at third. Burke and Munson, the second baseman and shortstop, will trade places. Munson now at short, Burke now at second. Frankie Martins will see the first pitch on the outside, called for a strike 0-1. Pearl Davis trying to see if she can go through her 4th inning without any damage after getting a clean 1-2-3 in that third. 0-1 swung on and missed on the high fastball. 0-2. Martins went down on strikes last time she came up after being able to work the count full. Thought she had ball 4, but called out on a outside fastball. 0-2 from Davis. This one stays way outside. 1-2. 8-9-1 coming up to the plate here for this Choo squad. Robbie Van already a double today. 1-2 to Martins. Swung on and fouled off, staying alive. So Martins, who primarily was used as a pitcher last year, has played a lot of first base this season. The rising sophomore from Hooker, Oklahoma, was at Dodge City Community College last year. 16 starts, a 7-7 record, 77 innings pitched. We'll take a big hack at this one. Strike 3 on the swing. 1 away. Davis now with her 3rd strikeout of the morning already. It brings up Robbie Van, who doubled to right her last time up as Horner tried to make the diving grab and couldn't get there. Now looking to see if she can do something identical. Stays high in the zone for ball one. So for Van at the plate. Double already for her today. See the next one up and in, 2-0. Van, 3 hits already on the year, now 4 for her. 231 average entering in as the next one stays outside, called a strike, 2-1. Van, who had actually entered in a couple of days ago in her first 9 at-bats, had not reached base on a hit, and then collected pretty much 3 straight immediately after that. 3-1 on the outside makes it favorable count now for Van. 2 RBIs for her already. Her first extra base hit coming in that bottom of the second, or top of the second inning. Next one outside, ball 4. Robbie Van's on for the second time today. Runner on first with 1 out, and it comes to the leadoff spot now, and Cassidy Ross, a triple, and a line out to first for her today. She swung the bat well already for this Choo-Choo squad. She'll do so again here, laced out to left center field. Allen, though shifted that way, will make the grab, 2 away. Allen, who was shading more towards left center, just kind of stroll underneath it, right in front of the scoreboard and left. That'll be out number 2. As Macy Andrews comes up 0 for 1 with a walk to her name today. A ground out to second. She's the first one inside for ball 1. Clark would hit next if given the chance. Has reached both times, once on a fielder's choice, the other a single. Both times have brought in a run. She has both RBIs on the day for the Choo-Choos. Next one outside to Andrews, 2-0. Ross steps in for Van at first base. Good speed for her. With 2 outs, might see if she can swipe a base here. 2-0 to Andrews. She'll do exactly that. Throw down to second, way offline. It'll be a stolen base for Ross. 3-0 now the count to Andrews. Called a strike down the pipe. 3-1 now the count to Andrews as Ross stands at second base after the stolen base by her. Comes in of Robbie Van after reaching on a walk. 3-1. Swung on and missed. Now full count. Pearl Davis trying to make it through this inning without any damage. Made it through a clean third. Has walked the batter here, but now trying to see if she can make it through without anybody else reaching. 3-2. Hits it softly to the right-hand side in foul ground. Peters will get underneath it. That'll be out number 3. So runner reaches on a walk, a stolen base for Ross, but that is the only one who makes it. No hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Choo-Choos still down to the Smokies, 8-2. As Pearl Davis continues to lock in here in this back half of this ball game. We'll be right back after this quick break from Mandy Green-Munn Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment. bottom of the fourth inning, Choos and Smokies battling it out once more here from Mandy Greenmont Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Smokies lead here as they come up to the plate by 6. Cam Munson will lead us off once again here. She got the chance to do so in the bottom of the third. She'll look to see if she can get the offense jumped up once more. A couple of changes now, though, for this Choos squad. Frankie Martins will step out to the mound as the first pitch from her is outside for ball 1. So Martins comes in for Van. She'll go 3 innings. Gives up all 8 runs during this contest at the moment. So Martins will look to see what she can do here. Gets the Division I product at the plate. Next one stays outside for ball 2. So now Frazier will move from second to first. Fowler from center to second base. Macy Andrews from left field will move out to center. And then Robbie Van from the mound will move out to left. As Munson sees the breaking ball inside for a strike, 2-1. So Munson, technically 0 for 2. She did reach last time. It has been changed to an error now by Demers at third base when she reached. She came around to score in that third inning. Flew out to left field her first time up. Hits this one hard to the shortstop side. It'll get through for a base knock. She'll turn but not make the turn towards second base as Ross had that one rocket off her shins. That thing came off like a bullet. I think it will be labeled as a single. Runner on with nobody out as Munson reaches for the second time in the leadoff in back-to-back innings. Now brings up McCool, a double with an RBI for her already, a strikeout swinging her last time up. First pitch to McCool outside for strike 1. Looking to see if she can do some extra damage here, already leading by 6 are the Smokies. Again, that potent offense showing today. The 0-1 fouls it off the end of the bat, 0-2. Lund will hit next if given the chance, as homered and walked today. Has come around to score on both, obviously. That 3-run homer in the first that gave the Smokies the early lead after going down 1-0. The 0-2. Swung on off the the end of the bat out to left. Robbie Van trying to get there. That ball's going to get down. It'll be a base knock for McCool. Ross and Van trying to get out there into shallow left center, and no one could get there in time. So another base knock. Back-to-back singles here. Now puts runners at second and first, and Lund, who already has a 3-run homer, comes to the plate. 1 for 1 with a walk and a 3-run shot to right center or first time up. First one outside for ball 1. From Charlotte University. Just last year, the rising sophomore. A couple of visits recently around the area. We'll see the next one just outside, 2-0. Rising sophomore in Appleton, Wisconsin. Probably the furthest north player we've got. See the next one inside, 3-0. Excluding the duo from Michigan, of course, and Malcolm and Smith on that Smoky Mountain Range squad. She's probably the furthest north I think we have out of anybody here. The 3-0 stays high, ball 4. Bases now loaded, and still nobody out here in this bottom of the fourth inning. Brings up Pearl Davis. A single and a strikeout for her today. Last time she came up, able to get that base knock. First pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Pearl Davis now. Coming from Chattanooga State, the rising sophomore from Columbia, Tennessee, attended Zion Christian Academy for high schools. The next one outside, called a strike, 1-1. He's now trying to settle in here after giving a back-to-back singles and a walk. This one stays inside, 2-1, as Davis now, again, has been a reliable piece of the Smokies squad. Mostly has been used on the mound, has played a lot of the field as well, though, in terms of hitting. She's made contact, has come off well, just not have been able to find many hits. She's done so better recently as the next one swung on missed, 2-2. Every time I seem to say that, something goes wrong. For Davis, the base is loaded, nobody out. 2-2 from Martins. Stays away, and it goes all the way to the backstop. Munson will come around to score. It'll be a wild pitch to bring in a run. Now 2-9 your score. And now a base empty for Pearl Davis as Munson able to come through on the wild pitch. McCool now to third, Lund to second. Warren will hit next if given the chance. 3-2. Swung on it, hit hard on the left field side. That ball is gonna land foul. Made its way all the way to the wall there in deep left field, but just pulled it a little too hard. Still full count now for Davis. Warren, who is 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out, will be next. And then Shelby Allen, who sacrificed fly in her last time up to center, got on with a bunt single, will be next, or will not be next. Will hit third if given the chance. McCool still at second, Lund at second, McCool at third. Next pitch, hits it straight up and out of play. Full count still. As Martin's now in her first inning of work here in relief of Robbie Van, just trying to settle in. 1 run already scored. 3-2. Skies it once more, up and out of play. Davis will not go down without a battle. Already 8 pitches against her in this at-bat. Pitch number 9 from Martins. Off speed, ripped out towards left center field. Robbie Van will get underneath it. That'll be out number 2. Trying to tag will be McCool. The throw to the plate will not be in time. It gets away from Hancock as well. Addison Lund will turn, but not go towards home. So a runner now at third base. And a 10-2 scoreline now and 1 away here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So another sacrifice fly, this time for Pearl Davis. Does allow for Lund to advance. With 1 out and Warren now at the plate. Already a single for her today. Came around to score on the Horner single. She'll now come up with 1 away and a runner in scoring position as the first pitch to her stays low for ball 1. So for the former A&M player, last time she played her junior year at the University of South Carolina alongside Kai Ricks. 1-0. Fouls it off, 1-1. Has been one of the most potent hitters at the plate. I know I made the joke before, but again, everything's bigger than Texas. She's a prime example. Stands at over 6 feet tall for the outfielder. Brings a lot of pop to that bat as well. You put one inside, she might put it on the hill and right. 1-1 stays away from her, 2-1. A lot of pitchers have been trying to do against Warren is just keep it outside, but even then, she's found ways to shoot the ball the other way off the end of the bat. The reason she has had the highest batting average this year at over 600. 2-1. Stays inside, 3-1 now to Warren. Shelby Allen will hit next if given the chance. 1 for 1 with a sacrifice fly and a single for her on the bunt. She got caught stealing, though, her first time on. 3-1. Bounces in for ball 4. Warren will reach for the second time today. Now runners at the corners with 1 away. For the U of Southern Miss product at the plate. So Shelby Allen, the rising senior from Plant City, Florida, was at Southern Miss last year. For her 3 seasons at the University of Southern Mississippi. Excuse me, I think it was Southern Missouri. Now hits this one out to the second base side. That ball will get through base knock. It'll be an RBI. Now runners at second and first, and an 11-2 score in favor of the Smokies. Now it brings up Peters for the 4th time today. 2 singles and an error has allowed her to reach every time up. First pitch on the outer half, called a strike, 0-1. Peters from Trussville, Alabama, was at the University of Illinois, the Big Ten product at the plate. Wastes this one out towards left center field, trying to get underneath it as the center fielder. The out will be made, 2 away. And now brings up Horner for the 4th time today. A single, a walk, and a fly out. In the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st inning, her 4th time up in a 4th inning played, with runners at 2nd and 1st and 2 away. Pitch from Martin stays high and away for ball 1. Horner, who spent last time playing at Shawnee State, the NAIA school, started her college ball career at Clark State, the JUCO school. See the next one outside for 1-1. He's pitched already this year for the Smokies. Has kind of been a utility player, some second base, some outfield. 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2. Burke will hit next if given the chance, but the Miamisburg, Ohio native at the plate. Trying to see what she can do here. 1-2 to Horner. Lower half, cold, strike 3, and that'll end the inning. Horner goes down looking for the first time today. First strikeout of the day for Martins. We go to the top of the 5th inning. 11-2 now your score. 2 runners get left on. A collection of hits, a couple of walks have given the Smokies a 9-run lead. We'll be right back after this quick break for the top of the 5th inning from Mandy Green Munn Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You're watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. As the Smokies will head back out to the field. Choos come up to hit once more. We'll be right back after this quick break. Top of the 5th inning, 11-2 now your score. The Smokies lead over the Choos here at Mandy Green Munn Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League as the first pitch from Pearl Davis will be in the dirt for ball 1. She faces off against Clark for the 3rd time today, reached on a fielder's choice and a single already today. Both times she's come up, she's scored a run. The only 2 RBIs today for the Choos. Hits this one hard to the 3rd base side. Lund trying to pick it. Bounces to Munson. Throw to first in time. 1 away. Some nice little backup there from Cam Munson at shortstop. So 1 down here on a 5-6-3 ground out. To start us off here in the top of the 5th. And I know I'm going to read back that on my scorecard later and go, what the heck was I on? First pitch now to Fowler is fouled up and over to the right-hand side. This will end up out of play for 0-1. Fowler a single and a fly out to left. Her 2 times up as Davis now trying to make it through 5 complete here. Has 4 strikeouts on the day already. A couple of hits against her. 0-1. Stays low for 1-1. Choos just trying to see if they can find some strides here. Already down by 9. This one stays high and away. Goes over the head of the catcher, Peters. 2-1. Davis has only given up 4 hits today, has walked 3. Now the 2-1. Swung on and skied over to the second base side. Getting underneath it will be Burke, the new second baseman. 2 away. Now brings up Demers for her 3rd appearance at the plate. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Walked her first time up to load the bases, but could not come around. That bottom of their top of the 1st inning. She'll hit this one to the shortstop side. Munson knocks it down. Throw to first in time. A 1-2-3 inning for Pearl Davis once more. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. No hits, no errors, no one left on base. 1, 2, and 3. 2 ground outs and a fly out have brought us to the bottom of the 5th. 11-2 your score. The Choos still down to the Smokies. They head back out to the field. Here from Andy Green Munn Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break. Bottom of the 5th inning, 11-2 your score. The Smokies lead over the Choos here in this bottom half of the 5th. Frankie Martin's looking to see if she can make it through her 2nd inning of work. As the first pitch to Burke stays high in the zone for ball 1. Burke comes up for the 4th time today. 1 for 3 with a single. Fly out to first and a ground out to third on a fielder's choice. She'll hit this one hard on the 3rd base side, foul, about a half a foot just to the left of 3rd base. 1-1 now for the University of Alabama product at the plate. Burke from rising junior from Boaz, Alabama. Playing varsity softball since her 8th grade year. Hit .514 or higher since sophomore year in high school. So the next one just outside for 1-2. Burke only appeared in 2 games her first year. UAB did not get to play last season. Gonna see what she can do here today with a 1-2 now. This is the next one. Down low, 2-2. Burke 1 for 3 on the day. He's now trying to settle in here. 2-2. Swung on, hit hard to 3rd base. Demers knocks it down. Throw to first in time, 1 away. Brings up Munson for her 4th appearance at the plate. 1 for 3 technically, has reached on an error and a single. A fly out to left field her first time up. She has scored her 2 times she has reached. First pitch takes a big hack at it, 0-1. Munson now at shortstop, started off the day at 2nd base. The utility player has been literally all over the place. Nay behind the plate. Next one stays high to her, 1-1. A position we really haven't seen her on the mound at 1st base. And behind the plate, she has played it pretty much the entire outfield, the rest of the infield. The 1-1. Big swing and a miss once more, 1-2. Cole will hit next. A single and a double already for her. RBI in her first appearance, struck out swinging in the third. 1-2. Just stays high, called. Strike 3. Munson goes down on strikes, 2 away. Cole comes up to the plate once more. 2 for 3 with a single and a double. Has come around to score both times. She put up the first run of the ball game in that first inning before coming around on the 3-run shot from Lund. Swings and hits it out towards right center field. Leach trying to get there. It'll get down for a base knock. Another single for McCole. Throw comes in quickly. McCole now 3 for 4 on the day. The first baseman now with another base knock, and it brings up Lund, who is already 1 for 1 with 2 walks. A 3-run shot for her. Came around to score her first time, got stranded at third her second time. First pitch off speed, called a strike, 0-1. Lund now ties with Abby Bunt for the most home runs this season. 0-1. Stays in the dirt, 1-1 now the count. Lund again, one of the furthest north players I think we have this season, just besides the Smoky Mountain Rain duo of Balcom and Smith, as that one stays outside for 2-1. From the Appleton, Wisconsin area, Richard was committed to Memphis back in 2023 before jumping to Charlotte University, now in the portal. 2-1, hits it softly third base side. Demers will knock it down. Throw to first in time. That will end the inning. So runner does reach on the base knock from McCole, but everyone else goes down. No errors, no runner, 1 runner left on, 1 hit. We go to the top of the 6th inning as Martin's is able to work a clean frame. So the Smokies will now head back out to the field for the top of the 6th inning. Choos now down by 9, 11-2 your score. When we come back, we'll head back here for the Choos' sixth time to the plate here from Andy Green Munn Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the 6th inning, still 11-2 your score. The Smokies lead over the Choos here on day 10 of the Scenic City Collegiate League season. Here at Andy Green Munn Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. A new pitcher on the mound for the Smokies. The first pitch from Horner will be swung on and missed for 0-1. As Hancock steps up to the plate for the 3rd time today, struck out swinging both times she's come up. So Maria Horner will come up to the mound for the first time today. Pearl Davis now moves to first. McCole to right field. The next one stays high and away for 1-1. So Horner steps up to the mound for the first time today. It's been a while, it feels like, since we've last seen her. Next pitch, skies it high, straight up into the air. Horner will get underneath it, out number 1. So 1 down now for Anna Frazier, who has flown out to left and center field. Barnes will hit next if given the chance here. Obviously she will. And still got two more outs to work with, obviously. Next one, driven left center field. This ball's going all the way to left center field. Wall able to track it down as Allen in center. 2 away. Frazier got a hard piece of that one. I thought that one was going all the way to the wall, but Shelby Allen, good tracking. Able to make the grab in center. 2 away now in the top of the 6th. Brings up Martins for the 3rd time today. Struck out looking and swinging already today. Next one outside for ball 1. Horner. 10 innings pitched so far. Got a lot of innings to start the year. Has been mostly used as a hitter since. Only 5 strikeouts for her. Next one hit to the side of the 3rd base side. Lund knocks it down, bobbles it, throw to first, not in time. Lund had it at first, tried to make the transfer and just kind of bobbled it. So an error against Lund at 3rd base now brings up Robbie Van, the new left fielder, as now Frazier will step in for Martins at first. It brings up Van, who's 1 for 1 today with a walk and a double. First pitch hits at second base side. Bounces away from Burke into right field. It'll be an error again, so back to back as Robbie Van now reaches. So back-to-back swings, back-to-back errors as Lund bobbles it at 3rd, and Burke just kind of has that one bounce away from her. Got her right on the heel of the glove, it looks like, and now runners at 2nd and 1st for Cassidy Ross with 2 away. First pitch from Horner almost takes off the bucket of Ross, 1-0. Ross 1 for 3 with a triple. Came around to score in that top of the 1st inning. Has lined out to 1st and center her last 2 times. Next one stays high once more, 2-0. Ross, known as the utility player, has played every single position it feels like. Has been on the mound, behind the plate, infield, outfield, wherever you've needed her. Swung on and hit hard to the left-hand side, foul. As pinch run, as pinch hit. Heck, I'm pretty sure you could probably put her in the coaching box and she'd do a good job at this point. 2-1 now against her. With runners at 2nd and 1st, and Martins and Van. 2-1. Outside, 3-1. Warner now trying to settle in here and get this final out after getting the first 2. Probably wishes she could have gotten him on the last 2 at-bats, but now just trying to see if she can get Ross down here. 3-1. Swung on, hit to the 3rd base side. Lund will knock it down. Applies to tag. That'll end the inning. 2 errors applied on in the inning. 2 runners left on. No hits. 2 errors have made, of course. But no one able to come around and score as Horner works a clean frame. As we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Here from Andy Green Field, the Smokies still lead over the Choos 11-2. The Choos will head back out to the field. Martins will look to see if she can go through her 3rd. We'll be right back after this quick break here from Andy Green Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the 6th inning, Smokies lead 11-2 over the Choos here from Andy Green Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. As 7, 8, and 9 will come up to hit Pearl Davis, Brianna Warren, and Shelby Allen. As Davis comes up 1 for 2 on the day with a sacrifice fly, a strikeout, and a single to her name. First pitch, she'll hit it softly to the shortstop side, knocked down by Fowler. Has to be quick. Throw to first is in time. 1 away. Run that one down quickly. Davis just kind of got it off the end of the bat on the off speed, and racing it down was Fowler, the new shortstop, as he trades positions with Ross now at 2nd. Brings up Warren for the 4th time today. Ground out, a single and a walk makes her 1 for 2. First pitch shows bunt, lays it down to the mound. Martins will pick it up, throw to first is not in time as Frazier not able to corral it. It will be an error against Frazier, as the throw hit her right in the glove and she just couldn't collapse on it. And now it brings up the 9-hole hitter and Shelby Allen, who was 2 for 2 with 2 singles, a sacrifice fly, 2 RBIs on the day for her already. Now Warren with good speed at first. First pitch now, down to the dirt, gets away from the catcher, 1-0, and Warren will take second base. That one bounces in the dirt and allows for Warren to advance. And now Allen with a 1-0 and a runner in scoring position. Next pitch stays out and away, 2-0, as Demers playing real close on that third base line. Gonna see if a soft one comes to her. She can gun Allen at first. Great speed at the plate here for the Southern Missouri product from Plant City, Florida. Waits till the next one, sees a strike, 2-1. Peters will hit next if given the chance. 2 for 4 today with 2 singles, reaching on an error and a line out to center. 2-1. Fouls it off her leg, 2-2. Shelby Allen now looking to see what she could do at the plate once more. It's been extremely effective. Hits this one foul to the right-hand side. Still 2-2. Originally attended Durant High School before going off to college. Played basketball for her varsity team also last year with Southern Miss. Hit .288 with a .400 on-base percentage, a .739 OPS, and just a game short of 40. 20 starts for her. Stole 8 stolen bases. Walked 11 times, only 14 strikeouts. Hits this one softly to second base. Ross knocks it down. Throw to first, gets away from Frazier once more. Runners now at the corners with still 1 away. Ross trying to hurry the throw. Frazier has it bounce off of her glove. Allen was looking to have beat it anyway, possibly. So it will be labeled as a base knock.
She would have been safe.
So 3 for 3 on the day is Shelby Allen. And now brings up Peters with 1 out and runners at the corners. Allen will probably go on the first pitch. She will do exactly that. First pitch stays high. Never mind, she'll stay put, 1-0. She took strides like she was going to try and take off. Not going to be the case, though. Peters up for the 5th time today. Takes the 1-0 and slashes it to right center field. It'll be a base knock and an RBI scored. Allen will hold up at second. Warren will trot in for another RBI. 12-2 now your score. Third single of the day for Peters. Now it brings up Horner for her 5th appearance now at the plate. First pitch stays down low for 1-0. So Horner, the new starter, now the new relief pitcher in for Pearl Davis, steps up for the 5th time today. A walk, strikeout looking, a single, and a fly out to center makes her 1 for 3. Next pitch stays out and away, 2-0. Shelby Allen at second, Peters at first. After back-to-back singles. Division I products now around the base paths for Horner. Laces this one out towards right center field. Making her way back and making the grab is Andrews, 2 away. She'll make the throw in quickly, making sure Shelby Allen can advance. Now it brings up Burke for her 5th appearance now. 1 for 4 with a single. 2 ground outs to third and a fly out to first in foul ground. With runners in scoring position. 2 away here against Martins. First pitch on the outer half, called a strike, 0-1. Cam Munson would hit next if given the chance. She's also 1 for 4, but has reached on an error today. Came around to score on the wild pitch the last time she reached. 0-1, laced hard, left field side, base knock once more for Burke. Allen's going to try and score. The throw from Van is airmailed wide. It'll go all the way to the backstop, and it allows the runners to come around to second and third. So another run scores, and Burke with an RBI single. So it'll be a single for Burke, and then allowing her to reach second on the throwing error. Peters also now at third base as Robbie Van's throw came wide and all the way to the backstop there to allow the runners to advance. Next pitch to Munson, hit the third. Demers knocks it down, has to be quick with it. No throw will be made. It'll be a base knock, and runners now at second and first, and another RBI scored. So Burke stays at second. Peters comes in to score. Munson with an infield single. Now Tatum McCool steps up with only two outs and runners at second and first. I say only 2 outs like that's not the need for one more, but still. 14-2 now your score. She'll lace it out to center field. Macy Andrews can't get there. Another base knock. Burke will hold up at third as the throw came in quickly. Almost gets away from Hancock. Does for a moment, but she's there to grab it. And another single. As Tatum McCool is now 4 for 5 with 3 singles and a double. And now it brings up Lund. 1 for 2 with a 3-run shot, 2 walks, and a ground out. Looking to see if she can bat around the order here in this bottom of the 6th inning. 3 runs have already scored. Bases loaded, 2 away. First pitch fouls it off the end of the bat, 0-1. Davis would hit next, who actually got the first out of this inning, if given the opportunity to possibly bat around the order. 0-1 to Lund. Stays high and away, 1-1. Throw down to third, gets past Emerson into left. It'll go all the way out to Robbie Van. The run will score. 15-2 now your score, and runners now at second and third. Next pitch off speed, swung on and missed, 1-2. Lund now trying to keep this inning extended. Now 15-2 your score, a 4-run bottom of the 6th. As Burke comes in on the throwing error by Hancock. 1-2. Hits the third base side. Demers knocks it down. Throw to first in time. That will finally end the inning. 4-run score. 2 runners left on. We go to the top of the 7th. 15-2 now your score. The Smokies offense in full effect here today. The Choos will try and come up one more time. Here from Mandy Green Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching Scenic City Collegiate League. Thank you again for tuning in once more. We'll be right back after this quick break for the top of the 7th innings. The Choos come up to hit once more. Top of the 7th inning, 15-2 now your score. The Smokies offense is in full effect here today and showing why they sit atop of the Scenic City Collegiate League. As it will now be Macy Andrews, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters coming up to start us off in the top of the 7th. Last chance for the Choos to see if they can make an impact. The first pitch from Horner called a strike, 0-1. Trying to see if she can make it through this 2nd inning of relief of Pearl Davis, who now sits at first base. Tatum McCool moves from first to right in that last frame as the next one inside, called a strike, 0-2. Andrews 0 for 2 on the day. A walk, foul fly out, and a ground out to her name. 0-2. Sits way outside, 1-2. Is Warner trying to see if she can get the breaking ball working there. Clark will hit next as 1 for 3 with a single, a fielder's choice, and a ground out. 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Horner gets out number 1. Now it brings up Clark with 1 down and nobody on. Has scored at both of the Choos' RBIs today. One at the top of the first on the fielder's choice, and then on the RBI single to bring around Robbie Van. Excuse me, at the time it was Ross. Off speed, swung on and missed 0-1. Last time, he fired one down the third base line that Lund knocked down, and then it bounced to Munson at short, who was able to make the throw in time. A 5-6-3 ground out, which is not very common. Lands this one at the left center and gets a base knock once more. Clark with another hit. And now a runner at first with 1 away. She's now 2 for 4 on the day. It's been a major bright spot in this Choos lineup in terms of hitting. And now Cassidy Ross will step in for her on the base paths as Fowler comes up for the 4th time today. 1 for 3 with a single, a fly out to left and to second. First one outside for ball 1. Demers will hit next if given the opportunity. 0 for 2 with a walk to her name. 1-0. Stays down low in the dirt, 2-0. It's Fowler, who has played all over today already. Started off in center field, has played both the middle infield positions now. Trenton Georgia laces this one out towards center field. Getting underneath it will be Allen. Makes the grab 2 away. Throw to first will not be in time. Gets away from Davis. Allows for Ross now to advance to second base. She'll get in standing. I think that one actually ended up in the dugout. So Ross will make her way to second on the error by, I believe that would be labeled against Pearl Davis, as she was the one trying to retrieve it. The throw from Allen was there, just not in time, and Davis couldn't corral it. First pitch to Demers, out and away for ball 1, 1-0. Again, 0 for 2, a walk to her name, fly out to center and a ground out to short. Division 2 product at the plate. Big swing in the middle, off speed, 1-1, and she just put her head to the sky and groaned at that one. She knew what happened there. I feel you, Riley. I've been there. 1-1 now, the count. Runner at second. 2 away. Next pitch outside, 2-1. Demers possibly the last hope for this Choos squad. Down by 13. Top of the 7th frame, 15-2 your score. The Smokies lead. Horner trying to shut it down. 2-1. Inside, called a strike. 2-2. Down to their last strike in this contest. Hancock trying to see if she can get up here for the 4th time today. If Demers can get on. 2-2 bounces in the dirt for ball 3. Full count, runner at second, 2 away. Next pitch from Horner. Swung on, chop foul to the left-hand side. Still full count. Demers just trying to keep this one alive. Horner trying to see if she can get through this without any damage attached to her. It will be her first appearance. Not any runs attached to her name. 3-2. Inside, called strike 3, and that'll end it here. Horner able to get the final pitch to just catch the inner half, and that'll end it. 15-2 the final through top of 7. The Smokies take it over the Choos here in game 1 on day 10, as they have now won 7 in a row. 7-3 are they. As they take it with 13 here today, they now have put up 81 runs of offense. Have only given up 57 runs. They are now, or excuse me, 58 runs. They are now still second in runs allowed. That'll go ahead and end it here. Choos now fall to 4-6 on the year. Smokies now at 7-3. They now have a 2-game advantage on the Bandits, barring what will happen here in game 2, as the Bandits will take on the Smoky Mountain Rain here, currently scheduled for 11:30, but that'll go ahead and wrap it up here once more. Robbie Van will take the loss She goes 3 innings, gives up 8 runs in the contest. Goes 3 innings, 8 runs on 9 hits, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts for her. Martins comes in relief, throws 3 innings as well, 9 hits, 7 runs given up, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. Pearl Davis gets herself the win once more, goes 5 innings, gives up only 4 hits, 2 of those both runs earned, 3 walks and 4 strikeouts. Horner able to come in and lock it down for 2 innings, gives up 1 hit, does not walk a batter, and strikes out 2. As that will go ahead and end it here. Next matchup, again, Bandits versus Smoky Mountain Rain. That'll be the battle here, set for 11:30. Bandits trying to see if they can keep themselves above 500. Smoky Mountain Rain just trying to get back in the driver's seat. They have now fallen to 3-6 and have lost 5 of their last 6. Trying to see if they can get back in a groove. We'll see if they're able to do so here in a little bit. Here from Andy Greenmund Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. My name is Mason Strauss. It's been a pleasure to call for you all once more, and I hope you stick around for the remainder here of Day 10. We'll be right back after this quick break for later today as the Bandits will take on the Rain. Thank you, everyone, again for tuning in. If you're not sticking around, have a safe rest of your afternoon. If you are, we'll be right back after this quick break for Game 2 here on Day 10.